Hello everybody. I am done winter riding. It's time to take off the cab enclosure, so I guess I better talk about it. Especially the soft upper doors. If anybody's thinking of buying these, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of pros and cons to these doors. You definitely stay warm inside of the unit because of the cab heat. You don't even need a heater. Although I do have a heater, I only used it one time to defrost the window. It keeps you nice and toasty warm in there. Is it waterproof? Absolutely not. Is it dust proof? Absolutely not. You see, right now I have on my 3-inch offset method rims, which makes this machine 6 inches wider. And I have these tires and rims specifically for rock crawling, but I kept them on through the winter rides because you can't see out of this stupid enclosure, out of these doors, because of this part right here. Just blocks your whole view. You can't, unless you have it zipped down, you can't see that tire down there. So that's why I've left these rims on through the winter, because I like to see my tire. It's also the reason that I took off the spare, because when you're inside, the vision is super limited. I know it's really dirty right now. I'm gonna clean it up, but you'll see what I mean. This whole entire area blocks off and you can't look out. I'm gonna clean it up and make a little more video, talk about the rest of the enclosure. I did everything KQR. So the KQR back windshield, polycarbonate, really nice window. Just clips onto the roll bar. And then of course the KQR glass windshield in the front, which is also very easy to install. Love it, but you do need a windshield wiper. They do have that accessory, but I've never bought it. I've had this machine about 1 year now, and I've only needed it one time. I do carry a little teeny squeegee with me, which was a lifesaver, to tell you the truth. Will I use this again next year? Absolutely. It's really nice to be able to cruise out in the snow and be nice and toasty warm in here. You can see I've installed this differently than the way Kawasaki tells you to install it. They have this bar on the outside with a big gap right here, letting all the airflow in. So by installing it this way, and it's a nice clean look on the outside, you cannot put your mirrors on because this bar is in the way. Normally the mirror would go through here. So another thing that cuts back on visibility. You can't see because you can't ride the mirror if you want to install it like that. I had this installed originally over at my dealer. The mechanic put it on and I didn't like the way it was at all, and I redid it this way. It looks a lot better. The doors are hard to close and hard to open. I know some of the other machines have similar setups, and I don't know how well they work, but honestly there's got to be something better than these. I'll clean it up and show you a little more in just a second. Okay, back again. We got it cleaned up a little bit, and like I said earlier in the video, I'm done with winter riding. Not permanently, just for this season. I think it's warm enough now to take it off and go back to the way I like riding, which is no windshields. That's the best way. So thought I'd give you one more look before I take it all off and it's not so dirty. Also, something I never mentioned before, I did you the cab enclosure kit, which also has a radiant shield underneath the seats. And I didn't fully install the whole thing. I didn't put it in this section, but you can see down through here. I also didn't put in the bottom one because the door didn't want to close correctly, but this was the important one, and I don't like it because look what it does. It scratches the unit. And no, it's not installed incorrectly. That's the way it's supposed to be, with these buckles at both of these spots. Not very clean. Again, it's an effective way to stay warm, but there's got to be a better way. If anybody knows of a system for the KRX that doesn't have to be unzipped to open the door, let me know in the comments. Someone needs to build some real doors for this machine. That's been my biggest complaint for the KRX. You know, it's a great machine, but man, are the doors crap. Anybody that owns one knows what I mean, especially the top where it's split. Likes to pinch your arm. Anyways, take it off and get it ready. wished for. Little snow. Just exploring trails out on the other side of Pine Valley by Pinto. Looks like I've come to a dead end. It's snowing pretty good, and machine's working great, but I don't have a windshield wiper, and so it's really hard to see. Found another dead end in the road. Used to be a sign here. Looks like it's been a long time since anyone's been out here. See if there's any alternatives down here. Doesn't look like it. Nope, dead end. Can you still hear me? GoPro, stop recording. through the winter, I took the spare off so I could see better through the back window, and I mounted this Rotopax gas can, which is pretty cool. But its life was limited because I'm about to take it off and put the tire back on, find a different way to mount it. I just used a Polaris mounting plate for it here and just drilled some new holes right through the tire rack. About to put on a Tusk tailgate and see if I like that way for a little while. Slam them hard.